What's up, Alan? Man, these motherfuckers figured out a way to fuck, man. Getting tired of this shit, bro. Ooh. These one headlights, no headlights, and motherfuckers in all black. Numerous motherfuckers, numerous reports made on these people. The weather ain't that bad. It's pretty decent today, other than the smoke. Yeah, it wasn't that bad today. Oh yeah, I believe so too. Definitely believe the fires were a deliberate thing. Yeah. People going crazy over gas supplies. Hmm. Could be something to that. Could be something to it. I mean, in the event that, excuse me, in the event that something should go wrong, I mean, that would probably be the electric is going to be out the way. Electric will probably be shut down. I don't know how solar would work. Yeah, I think gas is a sure way to make sure you're for sure going to eat, drive, do whatever else, stay warm. You run electricity. Actually, you can run electricity too with that shit. You get a generator. fuck I don't believe these fucking people. I'm all stocked with canned food and noodles. And hey, what's going on, Judah? Plenty in the freezer. I hope we don't get a power cut here. Yeah, that would be pretty bad. Hey, Alan, you know anything about vehicles? Not the engine, but just like the rotors and all that shit. No. Hey, what's going on, Rose? No, only got to drive. Sorry. Uh, Hell yeah. No worries. See this motherfucker swinging his fuck coming with that bag shit, man. And now that that other car is pulling off as he's coming with that bullshit, the motorcycle coming, everything fucking synchronized and shit. That's all it's watch. Fucking piece of shit motherfuckers, man. When the last time I spoken to my family, I talk to my mom all the time. Well, not all the time like that, but I talk to her like I take her places and shit. Like she needs to go shopping and shit. And I talk to my I talk to my mom and another sister, and I don't talk to nobody else. I saw one of my other sisters the other day. I was like, "Hell nah, you can't even get in here. You can't get in my fucking car. None of that shit. I don't want nothing to do with that motherfucker." No shit, motherfuckers. These motherfuckers tried to kill me, like literally tried to kill me, and she still participates with these motherfuckers. There's no way in the world I'll ever fuck with her again. My brother left his Xbox and some games for a month. I'm hoping it'll take my mind off voices. Yeah, it sounds like that. Yeah, Xbox is pretty dope, man. It'll get your mind off shit. It'll get your mind off shit. Any of those jukeboxes, man. Xbox, PlayStation, all that shit. Good enough graphic, good enough game. Like if the game, like the graphics don't even gotta be all that super, except that they're super anyways. But I'm just saying though, like they don't even. As long as it's a good game, you're in the door. Especially if it's like a fighting game that has a point to it, and you don't just fight somebody and it's you know you fight somebody, but there's no real fucking story to the game and shit. Let me see. Be strong. Let me see. I'm exhausted, bro. Yeah, me too, man. You know, since I've gotten this, like, I'm, like, right now, I'm at my fucking peak, man. Since I got this van, all the scratches they've done, I've had to replace the alternator. And now, by them letting air out my tires so fucking much, my fucking my fucking rotor and my brake, like one of my brakes is worn because they let air out. They focus on that one tire. Like they knew what the fuck they were doing, bro. They focus on that one fucking tire and it, I put air in it, but they keep letting that shit out. So, the weight of the vehicle was on that shit. So now, like, that whole fucking brake is like, I can't even ride down the street without it sounding like metal, metal on metal. Like, literally, you could tell it's a brake pad, but being that I'm a recycle, I'm gonna have to replace the fucking brake pad and the rotor. Like, I'm gonna have to just fucking drive this shit until fucking the wheel falls off, literally, and get a new fucking rotor. I'm damn near ready to fucking. I don't know, man. I feel like flipping out. I feel like flipping out. I just fucking spent. I just spent, or like I dipped into my fucking ticket money. Ugh, these fucking people, man. I'm literally at my peak. I made numerous reports on the people in all black and the people fucking with the one headlight. I let the people know that these people are causing vandalism to my vehicle. So, as long as I got that all that proof, even from the calls that I made, that they didn't come and take the report, I let them know. People are following me around with one headlight. Um, so you guys know, it's timestamped. Like the phone call is recording while I'm talking to you guys, right? Yep. Okay. Appreciate your time. Uh, be strong, brother. We all gonna be notorious. Yeah, no doubt. Another all black. Another all black wearing piece of shit. The fuck you turning around looking at me for? Yep, one of these days. What does it? What does she do, Nappy? I have some family involved as well. She targets me, like, she targets me. Does all the fucking bullshit that they fucking do. Talks that subliminal bullshit. You know, I fucking give her a ride someplace. She's fucking giving signals to people all up and down the fucking street. You know, I tried to give her the benefit of the doubt, you know. Go against my fucking, you know, my best of mine. Like, I'm not stupid. I know she's targeting me, but at the same time, I don't want it to be true, so I give her the benefit of the doubt. You feel me? And that shit, you can give the benefit of the doubt for so long before, you know, it's a solidified thing. When you already know it's solidified, like, you can't keep playing yourself like that. And I'm not one that can just fucking, you know, be smiling in a motherfucker's face and shit when I know that they're fucking out to get me and shit. Like, I can't fucking live with you and fucking, you know, I can't consider you my family, especially when, like, you know, that's his family. You lay your life down for your family. I mean, that's just the fucking given and shit. Like, why would I even want to fuck her? That's how I feel. Wrote her off like a bad chick, man. It's fucked up. I feel bad. I still love her, but I'll never trust her. So it just will never work out. I am sleepy. Did you get some rest today, Ross? I was walking down the street the other day. There were two cars parked on the opposite sides of the road. One had a number plate that read call, and one the side number plate read ha. Yeah, they're fucking dickheads, man. I hate to cover their time is up. They had did the chosen people wrong for over 500 years. Yeah, hopefully their time is up, man. I'm tired of living amongst these fucking pieces of shit. feel like a fucking monkey or a fucking a tiger or something like a bear or some shit trapped in the zoo. Like, and I'm surrounded by a bunch of fucking idiots that want to look and point and fucking do all this fucking shit 20 fucking 2 hours out the day, or 20 hours out the day. I gotta be surrounded about literally, but in reality it's 24 hours a day. But if I was at the zoo, it would only be like, 20 hours a day, or not 20 hours a day. It's only 24 hours in a day. Probably like, I don't know how long a zoo stays open, but you guys get my drift though. Surrounded by a bunch of goofies pointing shit at you all day. Not realizing that your freedom is just as precious as their fucking freedom and shit. Like, if they wouldn't want to be trapped in a fucking institution with people fucking doing all that shit, looking at them, staring at them and shit, and then have the nerve to be talking about that they're into fucking, like, they're against animal cruelty and shit. Like, that's the number one fucking animal cruelty you can fucking find. But because the government, if that was done to one of us or one of our kids or something, that would be called kidnapping. But it's okay to take an animal out. It's okay to take an animal out of wild from his family and shit, because it's not human. It's not intelligent like humans. Like, it's not gonna miss its family. It probably doesn't have babies and shit out there that's gonna miss it and shit. That'll probably die off because it's not there with them and shit. Because you motherfuckers stuck some type of poison, temporary poison in them. And kidnapped them and put them behind some fucking bars in a cage. For people to point at them all fucking day. And talk about how pretty they are. And how they look. And then, one of your fucking kids fall. One of your fucking kids fall in the animal dungeon. And they fucking, eat your fucking kid up. Because it's a wild animal, and that's what wild animals do. You want to talk about how evil and mean the fucking animal is, and you want them to shoot it and kill it and shit. Like you're gonna have to make up your mind. Like, but that's how fucking idiotic the fucking human being is, man, and how guided we are. We're guided into thinking, oh, that's an animal. That animal doesn't have feelings. That animal's not superior to us, so it doesn't have any attachments like we do. We can fucking go ahead and put it behind a cage. Yep. Saying all that to say, though, I feel like I'm trapped in a zoo. Fucking weirdos. What's this weirdo gonna do? Bend over? Please tell me you're not gonna bend over. Excuse me, it's legitimate, you guys. Bro, don't let them feed off you. As long as you participate, they will distract you from your true purpose. Yeah, they're not. The thing is, man, the distraction is not the distraction that's not even the thing, man. Like my I'm definitely far from distracted from. It's just that every step forward is 3 steps back with these motherfuckers, man. And it's to the point, like it's to the point, and I keep, and I know they be on here, and I keep telling them, and they're gonna, like they're really fucking pushing the limits, like they're, see this goofball? I don't know if you guys can see how that is, but that other light is like busted dim. The other one is super shiny. And these motherfuckers pulling up looking to see if I'm in here already. But I keep trying to tell these motherfuckers, man, that it's not gonna be, it's not, I don't know, man. It's like they keep trying to fucking see, like, if, are you serious? Like, or like they're trying to like, call my bluff or something. And it's not gonna be something that I'm gonna just, it's not something, it's not something that I'm gonna think about. It's gonna be like, how do you say it? Spare of the moment. Like that dude just tapped into my phone. When they pull up like that and take off, they tap into your fucking phone and get into your cameras and shit. That's how they connect onto your phone, and they can get into your speakers and your cameras. It's through all these fucking apps and shit. These apps have backdoors. That's how a lot of our shit is being infiltrated through these apps, like these second party apps and shit that we get from the Play Store. Um, you won't have to deal with this. Wait, let me see. You won't have to deal with this for much longer. The Most High is coming back soon. I definitely hope so. Excuse me. That's legitimate, you guys. I definitely hope so, Lenore. I definitely hope so. That'd be a beautiful thing. Wipe these motherfuckers off the planet. They need to be fucking exterminated for real. All these motherfuckers need to be exterminated. Let me see. Dude, I told you to come St. Louis. I got you. I've not been harassed as bad here. St. Louis, nah, I'm pretty sure targeting is gonna follow me to St. Louis, but St. Louis is that's a big city, isn't it? Like a big, like country city, like. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to be around hella people. When I leave here, excuse me, it's legitimate. When I leave here, I'm not trying to be around hella people like that. Like, I want to be somewhere where, you know, if I see somebody, I know that motherfucker's an intruder. Like, that motherfucker has no fucking business there. This shit. Like, I used to love this shit, man. Big cities and fucking traveling and fucking, you know, taking road trips or fucking hopping on the Greyhound and just riding out somewhere. Don't even know what the city is, just riding out there. I used to love that shit. I hate being around people now. That's fucking crazy. Like, fucking hate being around people. Like, they've succeeded in programming me that way. Uh, Let me see. St. Louis is full of gang stalkers, facts. Whoever. Nah. Yeah, I mean, it's different. Targeting is probably, you know, targeting is different for everybody. So, I could it probably. She didn't say it didn't exist. I don't think she said that. She said it isn't as bad. You know, it's different for everybody. It probably calmed down a lot for her. Central T. Hey, Central T. We do not deserve the animals. Nah, nah, not at all. Yeah, I got you, little mama. Um, the four-legged, the four-legged animals, the two-leggers, undeserving. The two-leggers, yeah, the two-legged animals. Yeah, tell me about it. Evil bastards, man, everywhere, everywhere we turn. I've been a bunch of different I've been to a bunch of different cities and states. Yeah, they do bug you everywhere. But yeah, some people, I have heard some people say that it's, you know, it's easier some places than it is others. And it makes sense because like bigger cities are, like I'm pretty sure if I got out to the country, like the real sticks, like I would be targeted. Probably more. They would probably do more satellite on me then, but like I don't think I would be as targeted on foot and shit. Like I know they'll be, you know, doing their sneaky shit. They'll definitely be doing the surveillance bullshit, but as far as that fucking in your face with that bullshit, I don't think that would be going down. All that fucking third party or that direct conversation bullshit. I don't think that shit would be going down. I know they follow you. They follow. Definitely do the one head like bullshit. These fucking people. I'm in South. I'm in. I'm in South City. It's a shame that they don't show the real downtown of Los Angeles with all the homeless people living in the tents. Oh yeah, the Skid Row shit. Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. You're gonna steer away all the tourists. Like I remember, excuse me, it's legitimate. I knew LA was bad with the gang members and shit, but I remember getting on the Greyhound one day, and I was on my way somewhere, but like one of the stops was fucking LA. We had a layover in LA, and I think LA got a couple different Greyhound stations, but we were like at the one there, all the warehouses, the Skid Row, and all that shit. And man, like that was like, you know, it's it's not like I'm not usually fucking like I'm not usually intimidated by places I go, but I'm not gonna lie, man. That shit had me fucking intimidated like a motherfucker. It was motherfuckers like they was all like they were fucking like and they could tell like we weren't from out there. Like the people that we were trying to find some place to get something to eat and shit. And they could just smell us, man, and they fucking it was like they surrounded us with all types of shit they had for sale, fucking asking for money and fucking it was like a fucking a pack of vultures on a dead carcass. Like it was and like these were like fucking these weren't your average size fucking like junkies and shit. Like a lot of them were like fucking like huge fucking crackheads and shit. Like not to, knock anybody for what they do. I'm just, these were fucking like they were fucking huge fucking battle wounds and war scars and shit all over them and shit. Like, you, oh man. I just wanted to get back to that fucking Greyhound. I was like, fuck getting something to eat, all that shit. I'll get that shit somewhere else. I ain't trying to deal with none of this crazy shit. Oh man. It was just like you see in the movies though, like how like not the movies, like you'll see like TV shows and shit. Like they'll have a peddler on the TV show and then he'll fucking open up his jacket and shit and fucking, have a bunch of different fucking like necklaces and fucking watches. uh, this one dude, this one of them he had some fucking, you know, he had some parsley and he had it wrapped up. And like back then, all I had ever did, like I would like the older people that used to talk about, cause we had the brown weed when I was coming up. It was like when I was young, like that age, it was only brown weed and brick weed. So like, like the older people that the generation before us, like they used to talk about the weed called Acapulco Gold and the fucking, the hippie weed, the fucking, the Thai bud, the Thai stick, and all that shit. So these dudes actually figured out a way to fucking get parsley to get parsley to stick to like a piece of stick, like a wood, a piece of stick like almost like a lollipop stick, but it's like a long brown stick, and they wrap fucking parsley around that shit, and they get that shit to look like weed, and they call it Thai bud. And you could smell it though. You could smell that it wasn't fucking real weed, but it's like, man, that was one of many adventures, man. Crazy. Yeah, that shit's just different for everybody, period. Yeah, I think end times is here. It is about to go down. The mark of the beast is here. Yeah, something's here. It's like a cloud of evil is just fucking draped over the planet. Man, I really don't want to be riding on this fucking road like this. Fucking idiots. To pick up. I feel like just taking something really fucking heavy and hurling it at the fucking next one headlight bandit and plead temporary insanity. Something really fucking heavy. And then all the proof I have will show the jury or the judge, because I don't want a jury, I just want the judge. It'll show the judge that these people steered me this way against my will. And then my arraignment, I'm gonna tell them to, I think the police are gonna kill me, so I want to go to the feds. Send me to federal, send me to federal prison, because I think the police are gonna kill me. I've already been stabbed by some of their fucking goons. They've already had one of their fucking mentally insane, fucking mentally ill goons fucking stab me. License plates aren't adding up. License plates have been calculated and fucking looked upon, and fucking, a lot of unavailable information on a lot of different license plates. Therefore, that would say that these people are connected. A lot of fake license plates. Therefore, that would say these people are connected. Everybody ain't just riding around with fake license plates, one headlight, and all this fucking bullshit. Either the police aren't doing their job, or fucking the police are involved and letting these people get away with this shit. It's only two things. Either route, it doesn't look good for them. It definitely doesn't look good for them either way. In a legitimate court. In a legitimate court, it doesn't look good for them, but in their fucking kangaroo bullshit, it's definitely fucking a fight. I remember back in the 80s, they would talk about the end times at church. I just never thought it would be happen in my lifetime. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, some serious shit to think about. I mean, it's all God's plan, but still. Change the address. Still haven't let anybody as far as uh, that could definitely be a reason. Uh, uh, it's scary. You gotta be careful. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I wasn't in no neighborhoods per se. I was like just the downtown area, Skid Row. It's literally like it's a community. It's a community, and for that many people, like there's like there's a lot of fights and shit in there. There, it's like whatever group is together, that group protects it. Like you can tell, like that group is like a community of protection within like that they can like they definitely make sure each other are protected. But yeah, that shit is not that anything. And when you're like that's serious, that's some serious fucking that's serious homelessness. Like LA is crazy already. But when you're homeless and you have to survive, like, those are fucking wolves, man. That's like, you know, you fucking with some real gators. Like, they don't, they'll fucking snatch your grandmother's purse. Like, they wouldn't give a fuck how old she is if it's money in the purse. Like, that's, that's a whole fucking addiction fit. All types of shit. And I wouldn't think twice about hurting her, any of that shit, to get that purse. When you're around those are like, and you can feel those type of people. Like when you're around those type of people, you get that vibe. Like when you're around that type of person. Or at least I know when I'm around that type of person. You can just feel it. Tie stick. Yeah, tie stick. That's what it. That's what he called it. Tie stick. I said tie, but that's what he called it. Tie stick. And it was wrapped around a fucking stick. And he had real thick. Like I think it was like thread. It might have been thread, but he had real fucking thin string or thread wrapped around it and shit. And it looked like weed. It literally fucking looked like weed and shit, but you smell it and it gives off this fucking, it gives off a fucking season, like, I don't know how he put that shit together, how it stick together like that though. But however he did it, it looked real good. And this is back when Bammer was the fucking weed. Like, this is back when Bammer was the fucking weed. And, you know, California didn't really start seeing green, but like my generation, like we were smoking all brown, but maybe green weed was somewhere else and shit. But that shit wasn't in Sacramento. We were smoking brown weed. Like you had some light brown weed, and then you had some fucking dark brown weed. Then you had some shit like it was all brown. And then like like green weed didn't come out there until after fucking like the Snoop Dogg record. After fucking Snoop Dogg came out, then you know that shit started popping up everywhere. But saying all that to say, whatever he had on that stick, it looked like some good weed. It just smelled like parsley or some shit. Well, New Orleans and New York City, I know what neighborhoods are bad, but in Los Angeles, where I was going, so it was scary. Yeah, I bet. I mean, were you by yourself? It don't seem like the neighborhoods would really, well, I don't know. I can't really say that. I can't say that. That might be bad for a woman, but I think it's more focused on, yeah, I guess if they thought you were a gangbanger. But LA is more like, if you're a dude, you're definitely, if you're a guy and you're walking through some neighborhoods and shit, you're definitely gonna get, like, stopped. Somebody's gonna stop you and approach you about something, but I wonder if it's the same for a lady. Like, I never really thought about that. Just imagine the people who have walked through LA who didn't know anything about LA. They just went there to visit. You know, they stopped and went to a concert or some shit like that. Just went out there for a little bit and got killed behind the color that they were wearing. That you know, they were totally innocent. They didn't know the fucking color was. You know, they're not into that gang life and shit. Like, they just happen to be wearing a shirt or some shoes that fucking color and got killed. There's a lot of senseless murders out like that. Um, More females. I don't know. But you know, if honestly, if you ask me, dudes have been getting it worse, but it seems like the females are getting like a lot of females get more than just this like they're it seems like they're targeting. I don't want to say it's rougher, but it seems like it's a lot more to deal. Like they have a lot more to deal with in some sense. There's this there's there's a couple there's a couple females that are really going through it. Like they use the weapons on these females. Like I know two. Well, I don't know them, but I follow them and I watch their videos and shit. I don't really leave no comments, but sometimes I might leave a comment or two. But they really do a number. Oh, and then there's one on YouTube. These one's on Twitter, and then the other one's on Facebook. But they do them so bad um, that they reshape their faces and shit, like with the weapons and shit. Like they're like 1 minute their face be shaped one way, and then like their face would be a whole fucking different shape like a couple days later and shit, or it'd be fucking like all puffy and shit, and their eyes would be like squinty. Her like one of their eyes would be all fucking squinty and shit, and you can literally like it's not fucking drugs and shit because for one they're documenting the shit and pointing it out, but you just know like this isn't like no fucking like these people's faces are literally changing shapes and shit, man. It's fucked up. And then there's this, you guys know there's another female on YouTube, um, Christine Marie, I believe, and they fuck with her pretty heavy too with that technology, like, and she's from what she said, she's a pretty petite, pretty small female, so you know that's some sick shit, man. That's fucked up. But as far as numbers and shit, like, I don't know. I hear that there are more females. They say there are more females, but I couldn't put my finger. I couldn't say that. Like, I don't know. I believe there are more targeted individuals that don't know they're targeted individuals than there are targeted individuals that do know there are. These motherfuckers out here sensitizing people every day. Every fucking day. Just think about how many people blew mental fuses or checked themselves into some fucking hospital because they think they got schizophrenia or some bullshit. And as long as these people, just imagine, like they could literally run a business like that. Like They could literally run a business to where the psychiatric person, sends people out to run skits on a certain person, makes that person think they're crazy and get on some type of medication. And whenever that person tells that fucking psychiatrist that they want to slow down off the medication and get weaned off of it, the psychiatrist will go along with it and be like, oh yeah, okay. And then as soon as they do that, they fucking send out the role players again and have you feeling like you're crazy until you go run back to that fucking psychiatrist and get put back on that medication. That's putting food on that psychiatrist. Oh, I already see the plan. Like, I already see it. And the world is like that, man. Like, don't ever discredit the world for being like that. These people are literally they're fucking stealing people's identity and putting insurance on people's names and shit. I'm not saying for just targeted individual. I'm saying for people, like, there's literally people scouting people out to put fucking life insurance. Like, they'll scout out somebody that looks like they're about to kick the bucket or living some life that's gonna lead them to kicking the bucket. There's a pretty good chance of them kicking at the bucket. They'll put an insurance policy on that motherfucker's name, man. It's people out there, like, literally, that's what they do. That's how they get rich. It's people out there that get rich by fucking suing people. Like, fucking people, they sit and plan about all types of fucking ways to beat the system. All types of ways. And those are the richest fucking people in the world, and they don't get touched. But let somebody like me or fucking you, let somebody like me and you try and beat the system. I'm not doing half as bad as shit as these motherfuckers, man. Like, at least if you rob a bank and they don't catch it, if they don't find the money that, you supposedly robbed from that bank, and you do time for that, so they give you 10 years for that shit, and you fucking buried that money somewhere, when you come out, that fucking money is fucking your money. That money is your money. You can't go to jail for that money. If you get caught with that money, you can't go to jail for that money again. So shit. Well, it's too late to even be thinking about some. You shouldn't think about that anyways. But yeah, you couldn't rob a bank and get away with that shit anyways. Like, you do more than 10 years, and wherever you put that shit, they're gonna find it. But yeah, just saying all that to point something out, point some shit out. Like, these people, get away with everything. What's going on, D-Ray? So many people just doing what they're told to. Yep. That's all they are, is fucking yes men, man. Yes men. The biggest fucking slap is the biggest slap in the face is a motherfucker telling you some shit and you might not agree with it, and them telling you, oh, you have a problem with authority. Like, I mean, in reality, what human being should not have a problem with authority? Like, when you think about it, like if everybody's considered equal, I mean, of course, unless you're in jail or some shit like that. But in the real fucking world out here, I think anybody in their right mind should have a problem with authority. I don't even think your fucking boss at work should be fucking considered authority over you. Maybe just what he is, a boss, a manager, your guidance, fucking the guy who guides you and lets you know, like, well, you have to do it like this or we will have to fire you. That's the guideline. It's not, you know, all that extra shit they be doing. Talking to you like shit and all that bullshit. Hey, what's going on, Litter? You up in the AM, huh? Yeah, I should be recycling right now. I'ma just do it last minute, man, cause I gotta ride on this fucking rotor. I gotta fucking, oh man, another adventure. Another fucking adventure. Yep, but these are my hours. These are my hours. These are the hours that I'm up. More peaceful, less of them. And then they're easier to spot out. And because, you know, in the real world, you know, the real people of the world are fucking in the house and fucking sleep. And, you know, or at work. Or the only real people in the real world, they're not even real because they're security guards. And, you know, security is a big part of this fucking bullshit, so. But yeah, so the only people out right now are really people on their way to work, stepping outside from work for a cigarette or some shit. Everybody else is fucking perps or homeless people, which have 9 times out of 10 been employed to be a perp. So yeah, easier to spot them out and shit. I feel you, bro. I should be sleeping too. Yeah. Boy said we be up at this time. Belong. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. They're out. They're out in the daytime too, but you know, when I'm up, when it's my time to be up and shit, I want to be able to know when I'm. I want to be able to see them coming. I don't want to, you know. They be using human shields. they'll even go as far as to fucking go asking an unsuspecting person a question, off the wall question, maybe like what time it is, but look at you. Look at you while they're asking that person what time it is to make you think that that other person is in on it. Like, that's how crafty these people are. Like, they're really crafty. I've caught them doing that a couple times. Like, I've literally caught one trying to whisper something to somebody, but act like they were whispering it about me and shit, and the person just take off from like, like, what the fuck are you doing, you fucking weirdo? Like, why are you, why are you coming up on me and shit? Like, just blew his whole fucking cover and shit. Like, sometimes that shit don't work. Real crafty people, man. And the mind is fucked up, man. The mind is, well, yeah, it's very fragile until it gets fucking enough knowledge to be able to perceive some shit, man. Because if you don't fucking pay attention or you can't perceive it, you'll literally think all these people that they're using as blockers and fillers and shit, you'll think these people are involved as well. Yeah, I mean, now they can really be cowards and hide behind. Not only are they protected by the police, but they don't ever have to worry about you knowing what they look like. At least you don't have to worry about getting their spit from their fucking cough and shit all over you and shit. That shit travels as long as they keep that shit dry. I don't. They can keep that shit stuck to their fucking face. I don't mind. Blow it from the carbon monoxide. These people, man. No telling. No telling what you gotta deal with. These sent your tea. Back at you, sent you. All the smoke from those damn fires is coming through. Man, you see all that shit? That's all fucking smoke. All that shit. It's fucking bad out there. It looks like fog. You can't really smell it though, but you get a very light scent. But you can see that shit everywhere. especially in the day. Like the daytime is all orange. Shit. Shit, man. See, I'm gonna try and see. I don't know. My whole is fucked up. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I could drive with this motherfucker. This motherfucker. I'm gonna see if I can drive with this thing holding it up. Trying to be crafty, man. Let's see if this would work. Minor difficulties, y'all. Minor difficulties. Let you guys get bored what this fucking shit sounds like. This is what they've done to my vehicle. By focusing on the tire and letting air out of it. Only on one fucking tire all the fucking time. And now get to here. For a bit. smoke from those damn Trump came through here the other day. I'm just waiting for the Rona spikes to happen. Yeah, man. It's coming. It's definitely gonna come. These fires ain't for nothing. Fucking up everybody's breathing this shit. Let me turn that down so y'all hear my shit. Alright. Let me know if you guys can hear it. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it. You'll be able to though. Goofy is up to something. Well, I have no idea. They're probably gonna try and get behind me. Make it look like he's going that way. All black. Crossing the street at the light.
Glocks on me, chopper in the back seat, track a nigga off from down. Nigga that's G, roll on me like dust. Finna max.
that's where I would usually turn. But since I'm not going on my regular route because of my tires, look at them waiting on me. That's a spot right. That's a recycle spot right there. Oh, excuse me. That's legitimate, yo. Shit. So you guys hear how my fucking van sounds. So who's to get mad at me like if I fucking do something, if I fucking decide like fuck, I'm gonna do something now. But we got another one, all black, holding a little bag. But we'll go have a talk with that motherfucker as a matter of fact. Yeah, I told her to leave. One headlight truck. And this is his perk in all black. Sir, quick question. Why you guys out here harassing people in all black?
Huh?
You guys wearing all this black
Alright, man.
and you harassing people. What's going on?
Man, I understand. The better you get it than anybody, man.
You guys shouldn't be doing that.
Don't go breaking bread with other motherfuckers.
Don't go breaking bread with other motherfuckers. You're,
This parking lot, man. I just want to play some, man.
you're the same person playing crazy around me the other
I
night
ain't done nothing. What I do?
at the park.
What I do?
You're funny, dude. You're funny.
I feel it, man.
You didn't do nothing, but you started dancing though, right? Fucking 12 people on here. It was just fucking 9 people. The dude with the one headlight truck passed by. And it's up at 13 now. 13 people. Documenting you guys, just so you guys saw that. So you guys could see that shit. He was making sure his fucking perk was in good condition and wasn't nothing gonna happen to her. more proof on that they are connected together. These one headlight people and these people in all black. Like I've been saying that constantly. That these one headlight bandits and these they're in communication with these people in all black. Whenever I go to wherever I go, they unleash them, tell them, you know, to let air out my tires, scratch my vehicle. Look at the dark red vehicle. Scratch my vehicle. No doubt another motherfucker playing crazy right here. So yeah, man. They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. Chill out, mutt. They're everywhere, man. They're all through this motherfucker. So you guys are seeing live and direct. Live and direct what these motherfuckers are you know, they're out here and they're playing fucking with people's vehicles, all types of crazy shit.